Welcome, welcome. I am the Power Hobo, and I am still really bad at games. We are back in the Gateway District of Lag City, or the Archway Build, the Archway Village, whatever you want to call it. Doing some tree editing because I fail at planting trees, and this thing got enormous. Yeah, so if you're here from my last video, thank you, because you sat through a hugely long video, and then you thought to yourself, hey, you know what, I'll come back for another. I'll come back for another round of time-lapse nausea. Yeah, just, you rock. So yeah, obviously still chipping away at this horrendous apartment building that we left off with last time. Because the shape is weird, it makes it really, really hard to build. One of the drawbacks of attacking this with no plan whatsoever. Like I said, it made it really fun, but also kind of just made it a huge pain in the wiener. This is all post-commentary, so I actually know how this turns out, because I'm actually done with the video that will be up after this. Sorry about the literally months delay between the first one and the second one. To say that some life shit went down would be, yeah, it'd be an understatement. Band went on tour, big changes at work, change of position, all sorts of crap. So, thank you for your patience. I appreciate it. Yeah, this thing turned out okay. It dominates actually a lot more of the arch than I had originally wanted, and it makes it feel a little claustrophobic when you're walking around it. But I kind of like it in a way. It makes it feel authentic. I don't know authentic to what, but it makes it feel a little authentic. I like it. I'm sure there were some things I would change about it if I had planned it out, or if I knew how it was going to turn out, but I didn't. So yeah, it's going the way it's going. And I mean, I'll apologize in advance for the amount of back and forth you'll see. You'll see me build something and destroy something, build something, destroy something, just over and over again. Unfortunately, I still haven't learned how to do the fantastic time lapses that so many of the big builders on YouTube do. You know, where they've got the floating camera that kind of, you know, slides around at pretty angles and everything and shows them building from a distance. So you're seeing everything from player perspective, and I know that gets just really frustrating to the eyeballs. So, sorry. And I'm really tired. So, royalty-free jazz. Screw you, tree. Song is over. Do I put on more royalty-free music or do I talk? I'll talk, I guess. Screw it. So yeah, as you can see, progress is slow going. And there is a whole lot of backtracking. Like, decision. Nope, terrible decision. Let's try something else. Man, so much of that. Especially when it came to these balconies and the roof. Oh my frick, the roof. When I get to the roof, you just wait. You're in for a whatever the opposite of a treat is. Yeah. Kind of screwed myself on these balconies. They're so small. I mean, I guess they kind of make sense because they're just there for access to the upper floors, but they're so small it's hard to putting a railing around them. Making the stairs was obviously a pain, trying to figure out what design I wanted to go with that wouldn't encroach on the path too much. There's just so much of this, so much zipping around and trying to get a look at it and decide where the hell to go next. But I know where to go next now, straight into some new royalty-free music.
one of the greedy kind. All of my wants are simple. I know what's on my mind. I'm not resting until I find what would make your eyes glisten with joy. Now listen, big boy. I wanna be loved by you, just you, nobody else but you. I wanna be loved by you, alone. Boop, boop, ba-doo. I wanna be kissed by you, just you, nobody else but you. I wanna be kissed by you, alone. Pop, I couldn't aspire to anything higher than still the desire to make you my own. I wanna be loved by you, just you, nobody else but you. I wanna be loved by you alone.
I gotta be honest, it really didn't even seem like it was taking any kind of shape until right around here, when I can at least see the idea of the second floor in place.
I wanna be loved by you, just you, and nobody else but you. I wanna be loved by you.
This is it. Walls are up. Second story is finally there. We're getting up to that roof, which I'm not gonna lie, I procrastinated on. If I remember right, I took a very lengthy break because I just thought it was gonna suck. And it did. It was frustrating at times. Because there are certain times when, you know, particularly with the combining stairs, that it's like you want them to move one way and they just refuse. You know, like you need them to go a specific angle, and for whatever reason they want to snap to one of the other deformations. Frustrating. But it all came together, slowly but surely. I actually had to go check on one of the other buildings to make sure I was doing this right, because I kind of forgot exactly how I do my roofs. And then, you know, I mean, this roof was just such a cluster, because it was like there's trying to figure out the shape to make the actual, you know, roof of the rooms, and then there's all these raised areas, like the hallways connecting the two sides of the path that are at different heights. I mean, just on this one level alone, there's different elevations for the I guess we'll say the south half and the north half. Yeah, just whole bunch of weirdness going on. And the only rule I really tried to keep in mind is flow of water. I tried to make it so that there was nowhere that water would get trapped. Basically, there's always a downhill path, or at least I tried to make it so that there's always a downhill path for water to travel. Sorry if I'm talking all quiet and sensual like. It's 11:25. My wife and child are sleeping, and there's no need to be a rude dick and be all loud and wake them up. They get plenty of me being a rude dick the rest of the week. It's Friday. Taking it easy. Yeah, I think the biggest pain was exactly this hallway. This hallway and getting the roof on the inside to look acceptable while keeping the outside looking acceptable. And I ran through a few different iterations of it before I finally just accepted some compromises that I'm more or less happy with, but I every now and then, I'm sure I can't be the only person. Every now and then in Minecraft, I just really wish there were little tiny blocks for me to just shove into gaps wherever I need them. But there's not, unfortunately. But that's okay. I mean, you can kind of see it coming together here. This chunk of it went together a lot easier than a lot of the latter half. But it's getting there. Starting to look good. Gonna go into some music while this speeds on by. So I gotta say, one of the problems I have with my builds is that they tend to be very square unless I put a lot of conscious effort into not making them square. It does not come natural to me to not do that, and I really like that this apartment complex is just not friggin' square. Um, not just because it's a weird shape, but just a lot of it in the on the fly design made it turn out to where there's a lot of varying depth to the surfaces, like the walls. They've got that rim going around the second floor, and the wooden beams separating first and second floor. And just the eaves on the roof, the fact that the eaves wrap all the way around some of the areas, they poke out lower than others. I kind of like it. Overall, happy with it. It is going to be a bitch to furnish. I just thought about that, man. Come on. Yeah, it's going to suck to furnish this thing, because I really do want to furnish all these buildings when I'm finally done with them. I don't know when. I'm definitely going to take a break from the Archway District, the Gateway District, completely once I'm done with this side of it and focus on some of the stuff down below. Maybe I'll do a little video of the Dockyard District that I've already got done, especially since I'm actually going to be going back to it and redoing quite a bit of stuff. In the process of doing this Gateway District, I've seen how much more natural it looks when the buildings are a little bit closer together. My Dockyard District is very spaced out, which I think comes from a little bit of the West Coast United States mentality, because that's what I see on a daily basis. Buildings very spread out. Everyone here is real big on having yard space. And it just doesn't look as good in Minecraft or in any video game, really. You don't see towns that are spaced out that much without them looking weird. You'll see what I mean when I get over there. So basically, I'm going to be condensing the buildings. I'll probably, in fact, I guarantee I'll just use World Edit and I'll copy a bunch of the buildings and move them to a little bit closer quarters. And then I'll fill in the spaces with little buildings. Maybe I'll put a convenience store down there, because every city needs some convenience stores, right? Yeah. But, man, making progress on this roof. Getting close. I think it's high time for some royalty-free jazz. Trying to do roofs on angles, not my favorite at all. Especially since I don't know if you guys have noticed, I keep stopping in the middle of roofs to make sure I can still walk down the top of this wall. The top of the wall is so janky anyway because it's a curve and a slope that you can essentially walk right over the sides of it. I tried to make them tall enough that they could block you in, but it didn't work out quite right. But I do still want to maintain a walk space on top of the wall, even though no one will ever really be on there. I think I'm going to put some little archways down at the bottom of the archway. I mentioned that before. I think it'll be essentially almost like a guard station or like a gate station, and I think it'll have like a little second story, platform that leads out on top of the wall, so someone could walk on the inside or the outside. Again, I don't know why anyone would want to when you can walk down the path, between the buildings. It looks much nicer. And I think I've made the decision here that as soon as I am done with this roof, I'm going to cap this video because it's getting long. I've already passed 30 minutes again. And, yeah, 45-minute videos are just, they're not the business. They're also, it's ridiculous to ask someone to give you their attention for 45 minutes to watch you play a video game when they could be playing themselves. For all 20 of you watching, tops total ever. Yeah. So once I'm done with this, I'll cut it up. There's more footage here, but that's good. That just gives me a little bit more to work on my next video. Which really the thing that takes the time for me. Obviously, actually building, but the editing part is quick, especially since I'm time lapsing anything. It's literally just dragging everything into time lapse, and then the part that takes so long is doing the voiceover track. Which, yeah, I know you could live without, but my channel, shut up. Just shut the fuck up. Yeah. So the voiceover takes a while, but if I've got the footage, hopefully it'll help a little bit. Oh goodness! Told you I'm tired. It is late. The hour is late. We're getting close. Really one room left. Just gotta figure out this stupid angle. And make all this stuff meet in the middle. Shouldn't be too bad. It wasn't too bad. I say shouldn't be like I don't know. Spoiler alert, I know. A whole lot of half slabs. Half slabs. I never really used half slabs in a roof before this, and they were a total lifesaver here. I don't know why in my brain everything needs to be the A-frame shape, using stair blocks, and that really limits what I can do. But half slabs, I've seen the light. I've seen the light of half slabs. I like it. Oh, this is it. Final blocks. Oh yeah, roof is done. Oh, no. Now the roof is done. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and cut it right here and leave some of the final stuff like finishing the chimneys, windows, whatnot, till later. Another 30-minute video. If you guys stuck it out, I appreciate it. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.